Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Jakub Sol here. After some time we are doing no cut video, so it's gonna be a video that I said in a previous video that is gonna be in some time, and there are gonna be such videos every week, me talking to you guys. So I hope you're gonna like this type of content. It's gonna be me and you talking about some topics. So basically I thought I'm gonna make a video today. I've been doing vlogs throughout previous week, on Thursday, on Friday, but there was some cutting, I had to come to Lubsko, there were some complications. I still have these materials, I have still these vlogs, these videos, they have to edit, but for God's sake, I have to edit it. So I really want you to see these vlogs because they were pretty important. I showed on one of these vlogs how a meeting looked like. So I was doing photos, I was preparing the house for sale to create the offer. So I think that some of you guys would like to see it. But anyways, I thought that today I would like to make a video of what start I had being an estate agent. Some of you guys could think watching this video that I would like to be an estate agent, and there is a lot of misunderstanding of this profession in the internet. Some of you might think that it is an easy job, you can earn pretty good money. Of course it is true, you can actually earn pretty nice money being an estate agent, but there are some pros and cons with everything. With every profession there are pros and cons, so not everything is as clear as it is showed in the internet. And based on what I experienced, based on what I know, that it's not an easy job. This is not easy. I'm gonna tell you now how it was when I was starting, and for everyone it might be different. Everyone is starting at some different time, everyone is starting somewhere else in different offices. It might be easier now. I'm gonna let you know. So starting, so it might be in September. I was in Italy. I went there with my girlfriend, so I was staying there for a month. I wanted to study, I wanted to be at some university there in Krakow, and I applied to two universities and I didn't got accepted. And I was thinking, like, when I was in school a year ago, I was talking with my friend that wanted to be an estate agent. I was talking to him and I was like, damn, it might be a good thing to do. But I wanted to do something else. I wanted to sell in the internet. I wanted to have my own shop. When I was 18, I ran my first company. I was looking at people back then having companies, so I wanted myself. So I ran a company. I was selling in the internet on Allegro, on it's like Amazon in Poland. So I was running a store there, and it was pretty nice. I was doing drop shipping, actually. Some of you probably know it. And I was selling, was pretty good, so I had to run a company. So I knew after school that I want to go into this direction. I want to have my own company, I want to have the same what I had. After vacations I wanted to go back, but at the same time I knew that when I finished selling online I will have to start, so it's gonna be a little bit risky, so I have to get something straight away. If I do not want to go to the university, I have to get some income straight away. And at the start, I thought that being an estate agent is gonna give me profits like in a month, within a month. But then I started to read more and I got to know, and it's actually referring to everyone starting working as an estate agent. You have to prepare yourself, if you would like to be an estate agent, that first income can be even after the third month, even after 4 months. It depends on how you're working, because I met some people that sold their first house after 2 months. So my friends sold their first house after 4 months. So it very actually depends on people and depends on market. But the average time of selling the first house being an estate agent is after the third month. I actually sold my first house between second and the third month. So it was actually, I was fitting in an average time. But anyways, I came to Krakow after vacation, actually with my girlfriend in Italy. I went to Krakow. I didn't know the city. I knew nothing. I didn't know streets. I didn't know basically nothing. I've been there in Krakow 7 years ago. So it was a school trip. So based on it, I knew Krakow. So I remember that it was Market Square. There was like Sukiennica. There is a building there inside the city, like in the city center, on the Market Square. So I knew this basically. I knew that there is Wisła river. That's all. So I applied to some of the agencies. And I was waiting actually to go to apply it. So this is what I did. I applied to almost every agency there in Krakow. I got accepted actually by 2 initially. Then I went for interview to 1. I got accepted, so I had to go ready for an interview. Then I went at the same time to the second agency. And the guy, after an interview, he said, "Oh, I do not know if you're gonna be fitting in a real estate agency. You looked more as you'll be some kind of... you'll be fitting into advertising industry." So like, what the hell? I want to be an estate agent. Maybe I fit, but I want to. I'm sitting here with you. I want to be an estate agent. So like, I see you somewhere else. So I was like, all right. I already have one agency, so I'm gonna go there, I guess. I was thinking, but then like a day before, I had to go for a course. In the first agency, I got a message from other office. The office that I wanted to go to, that I'm working for now, I got the answer and I went for an interview. This interview was pretty nice, like the guy was pretty positive. And I went for another interview, but with the lady that is corporate, that is a manager of the whole office. The next day that I had to go for the course from the first agency. So after the second interview from the third agency, I was like, no, I do not want to go to any other agency. I want to go to this one. It was far away. I didn't know the city, so it was in Nowa Huta, which was like 40 minutes from the place that I was living back then. At the same time, I was trying to figure out a place to rent, some house to rent. It was like a lot of things at once, so there was a big mess. I was totally confused by the city because I've never been living in such big city. Currently now I'm here in Lubsko, where I was always living the whole life. So here there's like 15,000 inhabitants, and there in Krakow there's almost 1 million. So it was so weird to me. I was asking myself, what am I doing? It is so risky. And when I was reading about this job, meanwhile I was applying to be an estate agent, I was seeing that it's gonna be risky because first house you can sell actually after third month, and it's nice to have some savings. I had some savings because I was working during the whole vacations, so it was not that bad. But yeah, you need savings. September, October and November we had courses. So I've been to Warsaw for a course to the center, like to the main office. It was located there in Warsaw, and I've been studying, I've been learning everything about being an estate agent. And first month, it should be the time when you are learning, when you are going deep down in all of the market, trying to soak the information, the knowledge from people. So it's nice not only at first to have savings, second to have a nice office and people that can guide you and can help you soak in the market. Because first of all, if you're starting, you need to know information that future clients will need from you. So it's gonna be, you're gonna go get a house and a client can ask you things about not only documents, about the process of selling, about how you sell it, how you create offers, and yeah, you need answers for it. But overall, even though you're gonna be studying the first month, you need practice, because theory is always like, you can read about how to ride a bike, but you're gonna take the bike and you're gonna fall because you need practice. So you need to fall a couple of times and then you're gonna try, this is better, it doesn't work. So everyone is having to figure it out by themselves. Even though, because there is no specific rule for everyone that is gonna be working. Of course, there are some tips that I can give you if you're gonna start being an estate agent, but everyone has to figure it out, all of it, by themselves. Of course, there are some information that you need to know, but in practice, how to make presentations, how to create offers, how to work, just organization, you have to work on it yourself. But anyways, yeah, for the first month I was studying. After this month I was doing cold calling, how to call people, how to talk, and everything, how to book a meeting in order to get a house to the offer. I was doing it, and now I'm gonna give you one tip. Actually, when you're gonna be starting, the tip is call whatever house. If you're starting to be an estate agent, you're looking at the internet, you're looking at the websites, all the websites there, whatever there is, you're calling and you're getting whatever to the offer, just to create offers. Because what you're gonna be selling if not something that you have in the offer? If you have nothing in the offer, what you're gonna be selling? So this is my tip. Whatever you see, just take whatever. Do not even look what it is exactly. Just pieces of land whenever people are selling. Maybe it can be an apartment, 100 square meter, 80 square meter, 50 square meter, 5 room, 4 room, even it can be 1 room apartment, 18 square meter, whatever it is. So it can be actually a basement house, it can be a attic house, even a garage. So yeah, after a month, so it was like in December, I got my first house to the offer. And it was far away. I didn't know the city, as I said, and I was doing this cold calling. I was looking, okay, this house I can get. So I called, I booked the meeting, and like I booked it on Monday, I think, and I had to have a meeting on Thursday. And on Thursday, the day before, I looked at it, I looked at the map where it's located. It was like, what the hell did I do? I booked a meeting of getting a house, but I don't know, it was like an hour from the office. So damn, it was in some village, not even in Krakow. It was so far away. It was winter. As I said, it was December. It was snow everywhere, and I didn't even have a car, office car back then. We had, but I was not using it, so I had to use public transport. It was like I took one bus, second bus, then I didn't know how to go. I was going through some city to this village. I was asking people how to go because I didn't know. Also, my phone was uncharged. Damn, it was super crazy. And then I didn't even have direct bus to this place, to this village, so I had to go on foot. So I took some random guy took me there. So there is a lot of difficulties on the way. I mean, for me it was because I moved to the place that I didn't know, to Krakow, to a bigger city. So yeah, it was first month, and this offer, that was my first offer that I got. First house that I got to my offer, I signed a contract, and it was premium contract. So it is the best contract possible. Contract 12 months. So this is the type of contract that every agent is looking for. So because there is open contract and there is premium contract, which is closed contract, as everyone is calling. Opened and closed. Closed is saying that only one agent can work on this house. So, you have guarantee that you're gonna earn something out of this house. Whoever is gonna sell it, you're gonna earn something out of this house on closed contract. But on open contract, every agent can sell it, private person, the owner can sell it, and you have no guarantee that you're gonna get even a penny. You have no guarantee. So I got closed contract back then, the first offer of the house. I sold it actually a month ago because it was pretty difficult to sell. But anyways, I was so happy when I was going back to the office. And yeah, it was comparing to now, it was easier to get house to the offer, because the market back then was in a way that interest rates were pretty high. So people were not willing to buy that much comparing to now. So selling clients were like, oh, it's pretty hard, it's pretty difficult to sell a house, so maybe I need a agent, maybe I need a real estate agency. Back then they were like this, but now it is this way that interest rates are pretty low and people can get loans, people can buy houses, and people are willing to buy houses. So selling clients privately, they are seeing that, damn, there is pretty big interest on my house. People are interested, people want to buy, so they're like, I can sell myself, I don't need any agent. So it's pretty hard, pretty difficult now to get a house, especially for closed contract. And yeah, that was initially this way. Then I was getting houses, I was learning how to get it, one, the second, third, like it was up to 20, let's say. And then when we hit March or April, on April everything started to happen on the market. People started to buy. I was selling one, second, third, fourth, like overall, like after, like in these 3 months I sold like 9 houses. So in May I sold, in May and June, July, now I sold 3 houses in these 2 months. So like it was like many of my friends back then, when it was February, March, let's say January, yeah, they had problems to sell. Even some of my friends that were really experienced, some of them were not selling any house during a month. So imagine, so it is all risky. Also, you would have to take it into consideration if you want to be an estate agent. Nothing is guaranteed. You have to work, and sometimes you have to take the risk that you can work the whole month, and no one said that you're gonna sell something. So whenever there is a shitty market like I had when I was starting, you have to look at it. It might happen. But yeah, it is actually the time that you have to focus on getting houses to your offer on closed contract, because whenever the market is gonna start, whenever people will start to buy, you're gonna be on the top, because people are gonna be buying your houses. As I said, this tip of getting whatever houses to your offer, as many houses as possible at first, and then you're gonna be just selling one house. I'm always saying to every agents that are starting actually this work, wait, you're gonna sell one house. After one house, you're gonna be selling like crazy. And like there was one girl that came to our office, to one of our offices there in Krakow, 2 months ago. She came and she was like, no, I can sell nothing, like damn, it is pretty difficult. I was like, don't worry, just wait a little, you're gonna sell one house, there's gonna be another, you're gonna have like one, and there's gonna be a snowball effect. Then you're gonna be selling. I don't know how it works, but it works this way. And she had actually such situation. She came 2 months ago. After 2 months, recently, she sold my house. She came for a presentation of my house and she sold it. I mean, with me. And then she had other house, and now it's probably there's gonna be the 3rd house. So yeah, you need a theory, of course, but then practice. You need to go to people, you need to figure out your way of working. So yeah, this is how I had it. This is what you probably would have when you would be starting. And yeah, if you'd have more questions, actually let me know in the comments down below. I would like to make such channel also about being an estate agent, because when I was starting I was looking for such content on YouTube, but it was pretty difficult because like people were hiding many information, people were not honest, people were, you know, people were not that willing. Some of these people there on YouTube were not that willing to share information, how they work, because you know, this is some private thing, some private, I don't know how. It was so useless to me, because really, like, what's the point? Just if you know, just tell it. It's not gonna change anything. It's not gonna make the market more saturated. If there, I mean, I see it this way. Whenever there are some people in need that are watching the video, if you want to share some information, just say. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching. This video is not maybe that quick, 23 minutes. So yeah, that surprised me. Whatever. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you would have some more questions, actually, let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna answer to some, I don't know, in some other video. And yeah, take note that this is all of this information are actually for agents and for people who are willing to be an estate agent here in Poland. I don't know how it is in other countries. Based on what I know, it is pretty similar in UK and Dubai, but I think that there might be some slight differences. So I can show you, actually, I can tell you how it is in Poland based on what I know. Thank you very much, guys, again for watching. Stay tuned. You can comment, give us subscribe, and we are seeing each other in the next video. Bye!